Hello guys, I am Tactical Clips and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a gunman game. Yes, this is a completely original idea, definitely not inspired by a very popular YouTuber who made the same thing. Okay, so let's get started. First, press the create button on Scratch. It takes a while to load. Okay, so as you can see, we are now on the classic Scratch homepage. First, name the project as Gunman Game. You can name the project anything you want, but I'm gonna name the project Gunman Game. And also, episode 1. This is to track the progress of episode 1. So let's get started. First of all, we'll not be needing Scratch Cat. I'm sorry, Scratch Cat, you have to die. We'll use you later, don't worry. So create a new sprite and zoom in all the way and then pick the circle tool. And as you can see, there is no fill. So make the fill as white, completely white, and press shift to make a circle that is perfect circle. So yeah, pretty good. Just make it a bit bigger. Yeah, that's fine. So now we have a circle. Then press the line option and create two lines such as this. Yeah, so it looks like someone who is extending out his arms to do something. And now we are actually going to do something like this. So pick a fill of gray and then make a square like this in the stickman's hand. So this is going to be our gun. Yeah. So I'll just reduce the border of the gun a bit. And yeah, we have our sprite. So go to events, when flag clicked, take a forever loop, and we are going to make a new block called controls. Yes, controls. Actually, don't make it controls, make it controls 1. Okay, so how do we define controls 1? If if statement key up arrow pressed, then move 7 steps. So if we press up arrow, then we move 7 steps. And then above the if thing, above the if statement, put a point towards mouse pointer. So now this gunman will point towards our mouse pointer forever and then we can lead him wherever we want. This is a more accessible method of moving. Later I'll add more options to move, but for now that is it. So now that we have figured out how to move our gunman, let's go to the actual shooting part in a gunman. So we are just going to add an extra script here in hindsight. If space, take the key space and mouse down and go to operators for an or. If key space pressed or mouse down, then wait 0.1 seconds. That's it for now. And by the way, name the sprite as gunman. So we are going to create a new sprite and name it bullet. Bullet. No surprises on what it is going to be. So pick the square tool again and make its fill as a yellow color that and make the outline as nothing. We are going to make a nice little bullet like this. Uh, just to compare the gun and the bullet, I'm going to copy the gun and then bring it to the bullet sprite. As you can see, this gun and bullet are not appropriately sized. So I'm going to reduce the size of the bullet so that it can fit into the gun better. Okay, now we have a sufficiently sized bullet. Drag it to the center and snap it. Yes, we have centered a gunman too, and then delete this gun from the bullet sprite. Save the project, and then we can go to this when flag clicked hide, and then when I start as a clone, a new block called shoot. Yes, so now that we made that, when I start as a clone, go to gunman, go to gunman. So when I start as a clone, we'll go to gunman. Oh yeah, this sprite is hidden. So when I start as a clone, show. And remember this script that we were? Let's just put create a clone of the bullet sprite. So if key space pressed, we are creating a clone of the bullet sprite. As you can see, we can make kind of a trail behind us, but that is not going to help us. And when I go to gunman, this is a bit complicated. So point in direction, go to sensing and pick this block. Backdrop, backdrop hashtag of stage. Select the stage option and put gunman in it. And then select the other option and put direction in it. So it is pointing in the direction of gunman when it spawns. As you can see, we can change the direction of the bullet and we can use it to make a circle. That's pretty cool. So when this happens, we can put sorry, we can put shoot in it. Now we'll define shoot. What is shoot? Well, it is very simple. Repeat until touching edge. Repeat until touching edge. Let's make it 15 steps and then delete this clone. So what it's going to do, the bullet, it is going to repeat until it's touching edge. Like it's going to repeat moving 15 steps until it's touching edge, and then it's going to delete itself, the clone. So let's try this. Wow, it's pretty cool, right? We are shooting the bullet. But if you slow the footage down, you can see that the bullet isn't really originating in the gun. It is originating behind the gun. So how do we fix this? We just go to motion and take a wild guess of, let's say, 30 steps. So once it does all of this, it moves 30 steps and then it shows and then it shoots. So yeah, 30 steps. Now it's outside of the gun, but it's a bit too far away from the gun. So let's just reduce the steps. A bit more. Yes, now it actually looks like the gunman is shooting the bullet. This is amazing, right? Yes, it is. So now it's actually looking a bit realistic. So I'll just go into the bullet sprite and reduce its size by a bit. So it looks like the bullets aren't really oversized. Yes, this is perfect. Now the bullets are the perfect size. So we can just move around and shoot anything we want. But this isn't really that fun, is it? Let's add a background. Take a fill option and then press this option. First is gonna be a bit grayish. The next one is gonna be a lot grayish, almost black. So yeah, we have this creepy thing. The zombies can spawn in this corner in the right here. So it looks like the zombies are spawning from the darkness, and we are protecting ourselves. So, this was a fairly short episode, guys. It's only been 10 minutes and we still have a lot of time. So, I'm just gonna make other controls. Now, you might be questioning why I named this as controls 1. Well, not all players might like this system. So, we are gonna make another controls 2. And we are going to make a new variable called controls for all sprites and then hide the variable. So when flag clicked forever, we're just gonna go to sensing, ask which controls 1 or 2, and then set controls to either 1 or 2, which is set controls to the answer for that question. So when flag clicked, it's gonna ask us controls 1 or 2, and we're gonna pick one. Now the value of controls doesn't really matter right now. So we are gonna do an if block is equal to 1 and then put controls here. So if controls is equal to 1, then controls 1. And the same thing, if controls is equal to 2, then make it controls 2. So what are these controls 2? First of all, we are going to duplicate this key space pressed or mouse down. Our shooting mechanism should remain the same. Now we are going to add a bunch of things. If key up arrow pressed, change y by 10. No, sorry. It is moved 10 steps. We'll just set the steps to 7 and set these steps to -7 and down arrow. Now we'll duplicate this again. If key right arrow pressed, turn right by let's say 10 degrees. And if key left arrow pressed, turn right by -10 degrees. Now turn right by -10 degrees means the same as turn left by 10 degrees. So I'm just gonna do it like that. Please don't be confused. So yeah, now we have created a new controls system. Let's just save it and see. When flag clicked, I'm going to do controls 1, which means yes, these controls. And when I click again and see 2, then there are these different controls. Actually, Warfame used these controls, so it's Warfame inspired. Now it does lag a bit when the bullets are cloned, so I don't know why that happens. I'm so sorry. So, anyway, that's it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you like. Goodbye. Hey, guys, if you want to see more videos like this, please remember to like and subscribe.